Hey there. It is the beginning of week 18. I cannot believe it has been so many weeks. So that means I am coming up on like 4.5 months. No, that is not. That can't be right. I don't know. Ugh, February just has me totally screwed up. I am in a parking lot at a Starbucks, and I'm early because I'm always chronically early. To a meeting. Actually, I don't think it's like a job interview because it was like I applied for the job and they were just like, let's meet for coffee or something like that, which is really weird because I don't know the person. But I guess we'll see what happens. But anyway, back to the stats for this week. As you might remember, last week was a really good week. I was down, I think, a little over 3 pounds, like 3.6 pounds. This week I'm up 0.4. And this is like my constant frustration with how my weeks or how my months go. Because I just started keeping track of weight loss per month, just like on this little graphic that I screenshotted from someone else that was doing the same thing. And the problem is like when you have 2 really good weeks in a month, but like in between are like bad weeks, or at least like not weeks where like you lose. I mean, there hasn't been like obviously a week where I've gained like 5 pounds or anything. But you know, if you have a week of losing 3 pounds, then you gain 0.4, and then you lose 2.5, and then you gain 0.4, you know, stay the same. I mean, you end up with a month goal, or I mean, a month weight loss of, 6 pounds or something, when I'm shooting for 10. And so that has just really been frustrating because tomorrow is the end of February, and my, weight loss for this month is going to be, like 5 pounds or something. And I know there's things that I can do. God, I hate this. Like, can you tell this jacket is like an old jacket? I'm like, it's wearing me, and it makes me like so self-conscious because I feel like it's so big. But anyway, like I don't want all of these months to go by when I should be losing more than 5 pounds per month. And there's things that I need to do, and I was watching Grace get Gastric, and she hit on something that has definitely become like a common mindset for me, and that's that I'm sort of cheating myself in learning how to cheat. So I know I can't eat, say a quarter cup of ice cream. It just has too much sugar, or frozen yogurt or anything. It like makes me sick. But I can eat like say one mini chocolate bar without getting sick. So like in my mind I'm thinking, well, at least I'm not having a whole thing, or whatever. But I need to just stop doing that, because a lot of times what I'm doing is, instead of having, if I'm feeling snacky, or if I'm like legitimately hungry, I'll have like a little sweet thing, and I'll be like, oh, well, this will tide it over, and also it's, something good, like tastes good, rather than, have, like, something healthy, like vegetables and hummus or something. And like in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'm not having that bigger snack. I'm having like this little small thing. And even if it ends up being two small things, I mean, the calories are just like not the same. And even it's not something it's a slider food. It's gonna like it's not gonna satisfy you for as long as something, fibrous, like carrots and hummus, or sugar snap peas and hummus and that sort of thing. So I've been like so anti-snack that I'm having like things that I in my mind don't think are like a snack because it's not big enough, but they're not good things. Like a couple crackers instead of just having, some vegetables and hummus or something like that. I don't know why that's like in my brain. So anyway, this is not like brand new information. I'm just trying to think because I'm not meeting my monthly goal. What can I do different? Another thing I can do different is start doing more cardio. Right now I'm just doing yoga, and a lot of that is just habit. I wanted to get in the habit of doing something physical every single day, and I'm on a 31-day streak of doing yoga every single day. Even if some days it's the short, like 15-minute morning wake up class. For me, it was important to get into the habit. Because working out, like many years ago, many years ago, when I got to my lowest weight as an adult, which was around 170 pounds, I was working out 2 hours a day, and not really eating that much. Actually, I'm gonna do a book plug. If you look for my book, Finding Mr. Righteous, it's in hardcover and Kindle, on Amazon and on Barnes and Noble. And that kind of tells you about the whole story about how I lost weight very, very temporarily in a not so healthy way. Just because you work out all the time does not make it a healthy way. And I got to my lowest, which actually was 180. I found a diary the other day where I was like chronicling my weight loss while I was trying to lose weight to win back a guy. And the lowest I actually got to was 180, or at least that I wrote down. But I feel like if I got to I feel like I wrote down whatever my lowest was. Like knowing me, I wouldn't have been like, oh, it's the lowest, but I'm not gonna write it down. I would have 100% written it down, even though I was like 23 years old. But anyway, so working out has been a habit for me in the past. Part of it, obviously, is it just becomes easier to work out and to move and do yoga. I mean, just in the 30 days since I've been doing yoga, there are moves that are already easier for me. And, since I'm now at my lowest in several years, at least 10 years, gosh, it's crazy to think about it, because I don't feel like 100% different, or that different, except for just like in this humongo jacket right now. School's let out, as you can see. Everybody goes to Starbucks, I guess. Kids these days. God, I'm like on so many tangents right now. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to believe that I'm at my lowest in 10 pounds. In 10 years. And part of it is because, I haven't put that much effort into it. And that's counting the lap band. I'm at my lowest. So where was I going with this? That it's easier to work out, and I need to start doing cardio and doing those things, cutting out the little things. You want to like justify everything and be like, well, imagine what I was having before, and this is so much less than before. But it doesn't matter any amount of sugar. Like, if you have it every day, it's not a treat. It's like part of your lifestyle, and I don't want it to be part of my lifestyle. I don't want to do any of those things that got me to where I was, because I've had a surgery and I've had regain, so I know what it's like, and there's nothing after this. I guess maybe VSG, but I'm not gonna do that, because the RNY is perfectly fine, and the rest is just up to me. So that's about it for this week. I'm fostering a dog right now, just until Sunday, so I've been slightly walking more. She's 8 years old, so she's not, a fast mover, and she's a beagle, so she has to like smell everything. So I am not counting that as cardio. Even if we're walking twice a day, we are not walking at any sort of like fast pace or anything. But it's part, to me, the habit is the most important thing, and that's what the yoga has helped me do, because at a certain time of the day, I actually start getting antsy because it's a reminder on my phone to do yoga. And I start to get antsy that it hasn't been checked off yet, or I haven't done it. So I like that part of it. And I also just enjoy, challenging myself, because I'm finding different classes. One class I just bookmarked today. It's a model, and it's like her morning yoga meditation plan. And so there are some moves in it that are different from like the curvy yoga that I've been doing. I'll put some links in here so you can see the different classes. And I thought, well, let me try like a regular person yoga class and see how that does. You know, I want to keep challenging myself because I'm getting to the point now where especially the 15-minute morning curvy yoga wake up class, it's a little easy and it goes really really fast on those days. And like, my preference is obviously not to do 15 minutes of yoga. I mean, that's basically just stretching, and there's only like one downward dog, which is probably the hardest thing, just because, you know, you're putting all your body weight, you know, on your arms and for me at least, my hamstrings. But anyway, I'm gonna try a new one, the models one, and you know, just keep it interesting and keep my streak going. So 31 days down, up 0.4 pounds. You know, only in talking about weight loss will I ever talk about these sorts of things, but it is my time of the month, and so I have that in the back of my head. You know, I'm not going to sweat being up 0.4 pounds, but it just sucks when you have a really good week and you're like, if I can keep this going, then I will hit 10 pounds by the end of the month. Well, no, because tomorrow's the end of the month. But you know what? The good news is then there's then a next month, and you get to start all over again. So that's what I'm going to do. March is going to be awesome. I'm going to march into March. The weather's going to be better. That'll be a huge help in my mood and just everything else. And I will see you next week. Wish me luck on my interview. Bye.